Hi, my name is Evie and welcome back. Welcome back because I have not made a video in a little while. I've been waiting for a microphone, which I now have. So hopefully everything is working. No. What I thought we could do is we could catch up a little bit and I could give you a few recommendations that I have for YouTube channels in English in case you do not want to watch me. I'm going to give you some of my favorite channels for people who are learning English, for people who need English that is a little bit slower, a little bit more chill, more relaxed, more laid back. And then also things that I actually watch, some native content which hopefully will be interesting for you. So grab a drink, wine, water, whatever. And yeah, I am also here with Wilson again. I don't know if you remember Wilson. He was in my vlog that I filmed the other day. So I'm dog sitting this week. Dog sitting is basically like babysitting, but it's for a dog. So he's behind me. I'll get him. So I'm dog sitting. I'm looking after my family dog, Wilson. So if he barks, I'm sorry, he barks quite a lot. We say that he's yappy. If a dog is small and they bark a lot, then they're yappy, and he is yappy. He barks all the time. So if there's dogs barking, it's him. Okay. So now you've seen the dog. I wanted to give you these YouTube channels. So I'm gonna start with YouTube videos for beginners, for people who still find the really fast-paced native content more difficult. And I have watched these videos. I watch these creators. So some of them are really quite interesting. Yeah. Something though I want you to know and to remember is if you watch these YouTube channels that I suggest, no subtitles, okay? No subtitles. I want you to listen only and try and watch videos that you understand 90% or more. This is basically a method called comprehensible input. It's where you learn a language by listening. But I'm gonna make another video on that. So, shut up. I need to shut up. What are the videos? So I'm starting off with the easiest channel for English learners that I know. It's not Peppa Pig. It's not some boring kids cartoon. It's an American, I think she's American girl called Miss Honey. And she is so good at making videos for beginners. She speaks so slowly and she is super relaxed. It feels like ASMR where you listen and it's really relaxing. She makes podcasts and videos of her kind of in the kitchen or showing you around different things. And she is super comprehensible. She's really easy to understand. So my first recommendation is Miss Honey. She's amazing, especially if you're still working on building up that listening comprehension skill. She uses lots of gestures like this. So she's great. She's great. I love her. If you want something a little bit more challenging, but that still teaches you words and expressions in English, there's a guy And this guy, his channel is called English by Jay. And he's British. He's British, but I think he can be difficult to understand. And I watched one of his videos the other day and I learned a word. It was like hucking or something, which is the word for if you have a strawberry, if you take the top off the strawberry, it has this word, there's a verb for that, and I did not know it. But if you like British English, he is great. And he, at the moment, is traveling around Southeast Asia. He has recently been in Korea and he makes really interesting videos and they are beautiful. He has a really nice camera and he has a good eye. So by this I mean he just knows what looks good. So he films videos that are super aesthetically pleasing. They look good. So I definitely recommend him. Oh, sorry. The other person I wanted to recommend for people who are studying, I wanted to recommend Everyday Australian English by Lauren. So her videos are more like, I'm going to a supermarket, come with me, or going to the beach or going to the bookshop, and it's all from her point of view. So you're seeing it as if you are her. The reason why I recommend her is because she's Australian and lots of students are interested in traveling to Australia. So it's good to get used to the accent because there's not a lot of media, Australian media, that we watch often. So it's good to get used to it's good to get used to the Australian accent. And she's super chill. It's very relaxed. She has very, very relaxed content. I also think if you are learning English, it's good to try and listen to as many accents as possible. English is a very, very global language, right? It's the language of international business. So the more exposure that you have to different pronunciations, different ways of saying things, the better. It's a good habit to build to get used to hearing different accents. But this is everything for my English learning level, this slightly slower content. There are a few other channels, but I don't watch their videos. But if you want more comprehensible input channels, watch me. I make videos in slow British English, so watch me. If you want something a little bit more difficult, we can talk about that too. So the next videos I'm gonna talk about they're actually channels I watch. They're creators that I enjoy. So I'm going to split everything up into different categories, okay? Okay, I realized I forgot to give you the categories that these channels are split up into, that they are organized into. So I am going to do it now. So the first category is educational. Not educational as in they are teaching you something like grammar, but more about culture and society. The next topic is on fashion and lifestyle, so things like vlogs or videos about style and personal style. The next category is travel and challenges, so people traveling or doing challenges in their home. And the final one is a category on video games and the internet. So hopefully that gives you some idea of the structure today. Right. So now I wanted to give you some educational channels, and this category, okay, it's not educational like they're gonna teach you grammar. It's just these are videos about society or specific cultural industries. They are about the world, okay? So I wanted to give you basically videos that are about like facts. They're about things that are happening in the world. So I'm gonna start with one of my favorites, which is from a really, really big channel, which this YouTube channel is kind of like a company, I think. It's called Wired. And they have a series, they have a playlist of videos called Tech Support. And basically, in this series, they ring up experts in things, and people on the internet ask them questions and they answer. And it's really, really interesting. So a few that I have watched is a historian answering questions on pirates. An FBI agent answers body language questions. So how to read what somebody is thinking from their body language. There's a cybersecurity expert answering hacking questions. And these are really amazing videos for language learning because the themes are so different. They normally explain things in a very clear way, and they have visuals. So they put pictures on the screen. These are visuals, things to look at while they are explaining, you know, pirate history. So this channel is amazing. Okay, the next channel is less sort of corporate. It's not a company. It's just one girl called Mina. And I love her. I think she is fabulous. She is super fashionable girl, and she makes videos about culture. In particular, how culture is changing around us. Now, Mina, her videos are quite complicated. So a few of her recent videos are the obsession with fakes, dupes, and counterfeits. These are fake items like fake Gucci or fake Louis Vuitton. So obviously, because she is explaining cultural phenomenons, things that are happening in society, sometimes they're a little bit complicated. But she has some really interesting videos. I love learning about speech and languages and accents. She has one video called The Problem with Accents, which is great. And I typically teach English to Koreans. So one video I watched recently from her, from Mina, is called The Crazy World of Korea's Plastic Surgery Industry. And this is a really interesting video as well. So if you're interested in culture and kind of how the culture is changing around us, check out Mina. My final educational video, honestly, it's not educational, but it's an interview. It's a series of interviews called Chicken Shop Date. So Chicken Shop Date is basically where this journalist, her name is Amelia Demoldenberg. Yeah, Amelia Demoldenberg. She goes on dates with normally Western celebrities. I do think though, she recently had an interview with Jennie from Blackpink. And they flirt a little bit. She'll try and flirt with the celebrity, and it's really funny. She's hilarious. She's kind of like a comedian. And she's British. So if you like the British accent, definitely check out her videos. She has had some superstars on her channel. I know that she had recently, who did she have? Moment while I check. Oh, her channel has changed name. It's now called Amelia Demoldenberg. And she recently had like Addison Rae, Trixie Mattel, who also has a YouTube channel, which is so good. Bella Hadid, Little Sims, you know, really, really big celebrities, actors too, Idris Elba. So she's amazing. She's really funny. The videos are much shorter. I think they are around 10 minutes. So if you want to practice listening to two people having a conversation, this is a really, really good channel to watch. And also, it's got a finger on the pulse of British culture. So next we have travel and challenges. I'm gonna start with Safiya Nygaard. Safiya is basically like a YouTube icon. So she was super famous on YouTube back in the 2010s when a brand called BuzzFeed was so popular in the US and in the UK, but they are an American company. And Safiya decided to make her own YouTube channel, and I love her videos. In particular, she has a series of travel videos. So she travels to like weird hotels, wacky hotels that are a little bit crazy. So she went to an ice hotel in Sweden. She went to an underwater hotel in Florida. She stayed at the biggest hotel in the world in Malaysia, I think. And she also has videos where she pulls an all-nighter in various countries. To pull an all-nighter means to stay up all night, to be awake all night. And it's so fun. She is really funny and nice, and I think she's very respectful of other cultures when she travels. So if you're interested in seeing kind of crazy places around the world or just really interesting hotels, Safiya is 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The next video in terms of kind of challenges or lifestyle is a guy called Gooden, who also was super famous in the 2010s, in 2010, the 2010s. And he does like weird challenges that he sets himself. So he will just say, okay, this week I am gonna buy everything that my phone advertises to me. And it's really interesting to see what these like scam items actually are. So a few of his videos are like cooking every single recipe I see online for a week, trying the weirdest cat toys on the internet, and watching whatever the internet tells me to because I don't care anymore. It's so good. He is so funny. Both Safiya and Drew are American, so they're really fun. They're fun, super fun. I also wanted to include a vlogger in this list. Maybe you like vlogs. So I put down the channel Karla Espinosa. Actually, I watch her videos in Spanish. She has two channels, one in English and one in Spanish. So I watch her videos in Spanish because I'm studying Spanish. With comprehensible input, I learn by listening. So anyway, but I have seen a few of her videos in English as well. And she's just lovely, really relaxing, very aesthetic. Her vibe is very clean. She's beautiful. I also wanted to include a couple more of these lifestyle fashion influencers. One girl, woman, I suppose, that I really like is Laini Ozark. She makes videos on fashion. She's from the US and she is very relaxing. She speaks very softly. She has a baby and she talks a lot about dressing and fashion when your body is changing shape. I have been watching her videos for years. I think she is so stylish and so cool. So I love her. Okay, I've got like two more, and I'm done, okay? My last category is a little bit niche, meaning it's a bit specific. It's very specific to me and my interests. So something that many people don't know is I really enjoy video games. In particular, I love Nintendo. So I love watching videos about Nintendo games, and one channel I literally love is called Laini Ozark. And Laini Ozark is a YouTube channel about, it's kind of, it's like really particular studies of video games. So often seeing if the world is realistic, or analyzing the geography of video game worlds. So his recent video is how many trees are there in Skyrim? Skyrim being Elder Scrolls' really, really popular game from, I think, the 2010s as well. I also really love Zelda. Zelda by Nintendo is one of my favorite games ever. In particular, I really like the open world games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So he has a video called Where Do Hyrule's Rivers Go? Hyrule is the name of the world in Zelda. It's the name of the place where the game is. And it's so interesting. I love knowing how realistic video game worlds are. It's so interesting to me. He also has a really funny series called Unemployment Reports, where he goes around video game worlds and basically tries to tell if people are employed or unemployed, if they have a job or do not have a job. And it is so interesting. So if you like video games, this is great. The other channel I'm going to recommend is called Izzzyzzz, and with triple Z. And Izzy, they make videos about like weird internet culture. So communities on the internet, people who are fans of or very into, they really like certain shows or certain websites, and they're basically internet history videos. So for example, they have a video on the weirdest internet hoaxes of the 2000s, a hoax being like a scam. Something, you know, you're tricking people, you are deceiving people. It's some kind of deception. Another great one is a history of weird Sims marketing. I love The Sims, so I really enjoyed this video too. And finally, one video which is why are there no online spaces for kids anymore? Basically videos on how the internet is changing. It's internet history, which actually is an academic field. And in the future, I think you know, internet history. This is a study, right? It already is. Amazing. Well, guys, these are basically all of the YouTube channels that I watch. Hopefully you will find a YouTube channel in this massive list that you enjoy. The most important thing is when you're studying that you're having fun. So no subtitles, focusing on the video. If you don't enjoy it, watch something else. I can also make another video on TV shows if YouTube is not really your thing. If you don't really like YouTube, I could maybe give some recommendations for TV shows, British TV shows, things like this. So if that would be interesting, let me know, comment. But yeah, in general, thank you so much for joining me here today. Hopefully the mic is fine. But yeah, it has been a pleasure. So thank you so much. And I will see you soon. I will see you in 5 minutes.